Hello and welcome to February 16th, where we're reading, well, nothing. We're going to be overviewing this week's worth of reading and then reading through it in this upcoming week. This week we're going to be reading through Leviticus 11 through 22, which means we're reading through the majority of Leviticus and most of the laws that are going to be there. That means you're going to read through a lot of laws, some of which you'll get, some of which you won't quite understand, and some of which you'll kind of be confused about, but that's okay. We're going to read through most of the rules and regulations, which is not necessarily the most engaging of readings and not necessarily the most enjoyable or easy to get through of readings. It's not as simple as going through a narrative and reading how a story works or what people says or back and forth dialogue, that kind of thing. Here you are dealing with a lot of specific laws which may or may not make very much sense, especially in our modern context. But I would ask you to stick with it. I know it's difficult. I know it's not necessarily the most enjoyable, but it is worth sticking with, and it is worth going through, and it is worth getting at least an overview of what's going on, because God is looking for a specific type of person to help. God is looking for a specific type of person. That's what righteousness is. He is calling a specific set of people to a specific set of standards, and he's laying those things out for us. And so even if these laws don't apply one-to-one to us in the New Testament and Christian eras, they do still provide us a foil, as such, an example of what God was looking for. What is God looking for? He's looking for a holy people. These were how you did it in the Old Testament. Maybe some of them can still have some application in the new as well. And so as we go through this week, daily videos will be posted and available to help summarize your way through the chapters. Read through them. I know it's not necessarily the most enjoyable, but read through them and get a sense of what God's saying. And then you can check back on the written page if you want some more detailed explanations of a few different things or some things that I thought were interesting that should be called out specifically. And other than that, I guess I'll see you tomorrow, February 17th, where we'll be reading Leviticus 11 through 13 and getting a head start into those laws.